You can build six-figure Etsy sales with a simple three-step process, even in the smallest of niches. You just need the right three steps. Let me show you how it's done. Hi, I'm Jess. I've built multiple six and seven-figure Etsy stores in various niches, getting sales like these and learning the ins and outs of Etsy, Amazon, and more. A wild and crazy event led me to start a totally new life traveling abroad, giving me the unique opportunity to step back, work a lot less, and start sharing all of my Etsy insights with you. So hit that subscribe button, grab a pen and paper, and let's jump in. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, this store is really beautiful, and I fell in instant love with this store and with their gorgeous products, as you can see here. But this Etsy seller is actually a marketing mastermind, and I really wanted to show you the super simple three-step marketing tactic that has really helped build up their store. As you can see here, they're in a pretty small niche. Their buyers are pretty specific. It is a small targeted type of buyer that looks for and purchases these products. So that's where marketing comes into play. In fact, their marketing is super important and absolutely genius. And any digital design seller can use this exact same strategy to build their own Etsy sales, regardless of how big or small their target niche may be. With this strategy, you are going to be able to build consistent sales easily and repeatedly. So, before I show you how this seller is doing it, let's take a look at their Etsy store stats. This store is called Vectoria Designs, and that's a cute play on words. Vector Designs has over 353,000 sales. They have an average product price, if I scroll down here, of about $6. It's actually about $5.78 when I did the math on what's really selling well and selling repeatedly. But as you can see, they have a wide variety of price points here. They have things for $50. They have things for $3 or $4. They have things for 22. So using a $6 average based on the things that were selling the most was a really conservative number to go with. Looking at their reviews and filtering by most recent, I'm going to take a peek at the very last one. And we can see that their first feedback came in June 10th of 2012. So halfway through 2012. It says they were on Etsy since 2011, but a lot of people will start an Etsy account before they start their store. So you always want to check their earliest feedback to see when stuff actually started to sell in their shop. And you can always assume that they probably put things together, you know, up to a couple months beforehand, sometimes multiple months beforehand, depending on the niche, depending on the popularity of the item. But this is a great baseline date to use as a reference point. So, keeping all of that in mind, with 353,000 sales at a $6 price point, split between the almost 11 years they've been open now, that puts their approximate annual sales at $188,000 a year, just coming in shy of that $200,000 a year mark. And considering that all of my estimates are super conservative, we can assume this is probably a little bit higher than that, but we're going to go with 188. Now, I love seeing these sales. I love their products. It's really, really cool. But this store is also a great lesson in execution. And this is where their marketing strategy really comes into play. Because I actually reviewed an Etsy store with really similar products that they were still struggling to break that six-figure sales mark. They had super low revenue, even though they'd had insanely popular products. So I will put the card at the top of the screen here so you can check that out after you're done looking at this video. And pay attention to the differences between what that store did versus what this store did. And you'll be surprised to see some of the things that really has taken this store to the next level. So let's take a peek at one of their bestseller listings so you can get a better idea of what exactly they sell and what you do with this product. Looking at their images here, we can see that it's called a vintage library mini project booklet craft kit. So you make this little booklet. They have two different booklets here shown. And what it essentially is, if you can look at the video here, is a very beautiful, very pretty little envelope that has pockets on each side and more envelopes in the middle that you can tuck cards into. And it is all printable and folded and probably glued from these pieces here to put together to make this final product here. So essentially, you print these out, comes with lots of pages. You put them all together with some handy glue, and you get a really cool final product. Like I said, this is a very niche product. They're very cool, but the audience is small. Not a lot of people have the time or the energy or resources to try to put together crafts like these, and not everybody even knows that something like this exists. So, definitely a small targeted niche. However, this seller's using a simple but well done marketing technique that only has 3 steps in it. And all it costs to set this up yourself is time. In marketing terms, this is called a sales funnel. And there's a lot of cool ways to use sales funnels to grow your business. But this is the first time that I've seen an Etsy store really maximize this strategy and take such a small niche and turn it into massive 200K a year sales. So let's actually take a look and break down their 3-step marketing plan. First, let's go over the things you need to create a plan like this for your own digital store. The first thing you need is a marketing platform, a place to market your products, a place where people are looking for things like yours. So, for some people, that might be Pinterest. For other people, that might be Facebook, or it might be another site where people are coming, Instagram or TikTok, or something where people are coming and they're searching for things and they might search for your type of product and stumble upon your marketing efforts. Now, this particular seller is using YouTube. It is totally free to start. You can post videos on YouTube that are as simple or as complicated as you choose for them to be. This seller's videos are very, very simple, but we will get to that in just a minute. The second thing you need is a sign up form. Now, there are free options like MailChimp, which has free emails and free landing pages and things like that. They are a free service that is super, super simple to use. I personally prefer Flowdesk, and I do have an affiliate link for this down in the description below that has a free trial and a 50% discount if you decide to keep it, because this is not a free option, but it is a very, very simple option that is aesthetically pleasing. So if you want a free option, you can start with something like MailChimp. And as you start getting sales and you want to simplify things or level up your design options, Flowdesk is a really, really great platform to use. The third thing and the final thing that they need is, of course, their Etsy store. Now that we've got the supplies you need, let's break this down a little bit deeper. So, step 1 of the 3-step marketing funnel is to create something that grabs your target buyer's attention. So, this is called a lead magnet. This will essentially attract leads to your store. So, what this particular seller has done is create products just like these, very, very similar to this, for free. And what they did with these free items, there's just a few of them, is use them as lead magnets. A lead magnet is something that you offer, usually for free or very, very, very cheap, to attract people to your sale. It leads people where you want them to go. The next step is to put the lead magnet in front of people who would naturally want it. So you get your product in front of your audience. This is step 2. Create a lead generator, or a way to market your freebie to the people. Like I said before, this seller uses YouTube to do this. So you can actually get this free craft project. And I'm going to mute this here. And I'm going to play this video while I am going over what this is. This is a pretty simple video here. She didn't do a ton of super complicated techniques. She just propped a camera up above her and is showing you what the product is, and then she goes through how to make this product. Nothing fancy. There's no special effects here. Super simple. And if I fast forward here, you can see how she's kind of cutting and tracing, making holes and stuff. So she's basically doing the craft. So the craft that she sells, she's creating in a YouTube video. Now, when you go to her YouTube text, you can click here for the free kit with printables. So you do this craft totally for free. And all you have to do is click on this link to access the free craft. She also says immediately below that she has more mini projects in her Etsy shop. So this is the first place that she has given her target audience a place to buy her products right here in the YouTube description. So if you like this and you think, well, I wonder what else they have, you can go ahead and click that link and buy something from her shop. But 90% of people are going to click the free version. They want the freebie. That is a super, super powerful way to generate leads. This builds massive traffic and gets great exposure to your products. As you can see, she posted, sorry for the scrolling there, she posted this video on June 19th, 2022, and it's gotten almost 70,000 views. That is nuts. Like, this is total YouTube goals for me right here because I don't get 70,000 views on my videos. So, I mean, wow, very impressive. And it's a craft. It's a craft tutorial, y'all. So, even though this is a pretty tight niche, a lot of people are looking for crafts and watching this video. Let's say there's a 3% conversion rate, right? So 3% of the 70% of people who watched this video might click on that link. That's a pretty good chunk of people. Let me see, how many is that? I'm going to figure this out on the fly here. Okay, 70,000 people times 3%, 2,100 people. So even being super conservative, if half of that 3% clicked through, that's 1,000 people that have signed up for this free printable. That's 1,000 potential customers. Okay, so that really brings you to the next step. And by the way, this is 100% free. It costs nothing. To make these videos and put them on YouTube costs nothing but time. And like I said, your videos can be simple and you don't need 50 videos. You don't need 30 videos. You can start with 2 or 3. 2 to 3 free versions of whatever it is that you sell, whatever you can offer for free as your lead magnet. You can make a video showing it. It doesn't have to be a craft. You can show a how-to video, how to budget, how to plan, how to personalize an item. If you sell party stores, you can offer a free gift tag with a certain party theme and then lead your customers to buy matching invites, or offer a free invitation and lead them to buy a matching party decor bundle. There's unlimited opportunities. You just have to think outside the box depending on what you sell. So that brings us to the third step. You want to get your offer or products or sale in front of your target buyer. So in this case, you would say, yes, I want this free craft. And you would click that link. And that brings you to this very simple sign up form. It is a one-page sign up form. And that is where Flowdesk comes in. So you can just pick a form that you like, or MailChimp for a free version, and you create a standalone page like this. Now, this is pretty simple. It has the image of what you're getting for free, your free mini folio. You sign up with your first name and your email address and request the freebie. But notice how she has designed this so that the underneath, right under the Send Me My Freebie button, you see Etsy Top Shop. And you can see her store name. If you scroll down, you can actually see a bunch of sales, 5 stars review. It says she's a star seller. And then there's a couple badges, speedy replies and rave reviews. This is fantastic because what this seller is essentially doing is showcasing that she is a top Etsy seller and that people love her products. And to really drive her point home, customer service is important to her. She has a history of replying to customers' messages quickly. So this is really, really clever. And you can put together a similar image like this yourself for free in Canva using screenshots from your own Etsy store. In fact, she probably used Canva to make this picture. And that's really all it is. If I make this a little smaller here, you can see it's just one flat picture. It's not a bunch of individual elements. It's a picture she created probably in Canva to add to this form. As a side tip, if you decide to do this, make sure that you make the background color of your image the same as the background color of your sign-up form so it doesn't look a little funky. Now, she has taken this one step further, and she added a link to this image here. So if you click anywhere in this area, it is actually going to take you to her store page. This is absolutely freaking genius because some people might click there by accident, some people might click there on purpose, but they're going to find themselves looking at all of her other products and potentially buy something. But that's not all. Let's say they don't click on the image below. Let's say they sign up for the freebie. She now has the email address of everyone who wanted one of her freebies. So from this particular video, 1,000 to 2,000 people, as a safe guesstimate, are now on her email list just from this lead magnet alone. She can use that email list to send out messages to her very specific type of customer, people that are already interested in exactly the types of products she makes and sells. And she can send emails out with coupons, new product announcements, special sales she's running, and things like that to help keep her items fresh in people's minds and snag more sales on a consistent basis, which is awesome. This is amazing because it allows you to do marketing over and over in really not that much work. The cool thing is if you use Flowdesk, and MailChimp might have a similar feature to this. I really haven't checked. I don't know if that's going to be free because MailChimp does charge for a lot of things, but I know Flowdesk, since I personally use Flowdesk, has these great things called workflows. So you can create your own from scratch or you can pick one of theirs. And essentially what it does is it builds a sequence for you. So when someone signs up for your freebie, it will automatically send the email, and you can put your freebie right in the email if you want. You can put store links here, etc. And set it up as a simple workflow so that after a certain period of time, whatever period of time you set, it will send them a follow-up email. You can tell them about a sale. You can offer them a coupon or a discount or whatever it is you want to do. And it is completely automated. So anytime someone signs up for your freebie, it triggers the sequence and it sends out marketing emails however far apart you want to send them. But the best part of this whole thing is that this is completely automated. So she spent a few hours or maybe 2-3 days making a video and setting up the sales funnel, setting up this page here with her little form, and then potentially some follow-up emails to get people to come back to her store after they sign up. It takes 2-3 hours to set everything up from start to finish, and then it runs forever or until you turn it off. So it's automated. It's easy. It takes a time investment from the beginning and then you're done, just like digital products. When you make digital products, you make them once and you sell them over and over again. This works the same way. You set your marketing up once and it works for you over and over and over again, which makes it invaluable to consistently build your Etsy store sales. And so when I really started digging into this store and seeing that this was the marketing strategy that she used, I wanted to make this video and I wanted to break that down for you guys because there are so many different ways that you could take this process and put it together yourself. And the best part is, you don't need to do this with YouTube. Let's say, for example, you wanted to do this with Pinterest as your lead generator or as the platform you get your leads from. Let's say you sell spreadsheets for a monthly budget, right? You can create pins that talk about things related to budgeting. You can even just cut to the chase and create a pin that looks like this: free printable monthly budget planner. However long it takes you to make an image like this in Canva, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes. You post it to Pinterest. You do all the other 2 steps. So you set up your beautiful little sign-in sheet here, and you put it in a form with a sequence of emails. And that's it. No YouTube video required. There's tons of different ways that you can make this marketing strategy work for your Etsy business. So we see another example right here: free monthly budget Excel spreadsheet. This is a really commonly used technique, and especially for Pinterest, which drives a lot of sales to Etsy, this is a great way to capitalize on free traffic and searches that people are already doing. People are already searching every single day for monthly budget planners. You offer a basic one for free, a simple printable for free, and then you send your lead magnet to your super awesome in-depth monthly budget spreadsheet and all the ways that's going to simplify their life. Easy peasy. So I really want you to think outside the box and see how you can get your target buyers to take a freebie from you, end up on your sign up list, and potentially become a customer or a repeat customer. So, if you want to see more marketing videos like this or more outside the box ideas like this, please comment below and let me know. This whole strategy, which I feel like I'm making sound more complicated than it really is, so I apologize if I am, but this whole strategy is going to help your Etsy store grow organically on the Etsy platform as well. Because every time someone from YouTube or someone from Pinterest goes and purchases from your Etsy store, Etsy learns more about who your target buyers are, and you reinforce to Etsy that your items are converting listings, which means the more you sell, the more Etsy shows your items in search because they make money when you make money. So what does that mean? They're going to start ranking you higher and higher in search, which will bring you more organic sales directly from Etsy. So this really is such a smart plan, and even though it takes a little bit of time and effort to put this together to make your lead magnets and set it all up, it has a massive, massive payoff. And as we can see with Victoria Designs here, it really does allow for unlimited growth of your Etsy store, even if you have a small niche. And if this hasn't already inspired you to jump into action like yesterday, then watch how this clever Etsy seller used short and simple TikTok videos to build her store up to 200K sales. You can watch that one here.